Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And the content that I have for you today is going to be a bombshell, because the gun controllers wouldn't be lying to you about how many people actually succumb to gun violence in the country, would they? Because if there was a reduction with no input of gun control and only more guns out there, that would imply that their entire narrative wouldn't work. Everything I'm about to show you is going to be linked in the description box below, including Katie's channel, who did an expose on this. You are going to love every second of it. I can't wait to hear what you guys think. And of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. And before we get into the content, I want to show you something that I've been working on for a long time. A lot of you have asked me for a merch option to support the channel. Well, we now have it. Introducing the new merch brand called Libertist. We just built this. This is a lifestyle merch brand where you can wear what you believe. You can express what part of the culture war you're in through the 2A division. You can expand gun rights through curtailing gun control. We've got all sorts of options, but the entire point here is this is a lifestyle brand of which you can push the Second Amendment across the board for yourself, your friends, and your family. We have men's t-shirts and women's t-shirts with many more to come. There's a link in the description box below. And please let me know what you guys think, because this is just in time for Black Friday, and we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments field and also your support through that new brand. But with that, again, it is Libertist. Let's check into this, because this, guys, this is gonna blow your mind, at least in my opinion. You guys can let me know. So, we were talking about some stuff in our second press conversations in the background, and we were talking about in that network what was going on with these gun violence numbers that the left was putting out. Gun Violence Archive, for example. They put out the following tweet, which sparked our interest, and we sent Katie in that direction. Check this out. This is a tweet responding to this. The Gun Violence Archive, 2023 U.S. gun violence data as of November 16th. 16,579 deaths. Now, if you are in this world as deep as we are consistently, you would know that that number is around 30% of what they normally tout as the epidemic of gun violence in the United States. So we sent Katie in that direction, and I cannot wait to show you what she found. And then I'm going to supplement on a few of the points, but this is what she hit from her channel, Stone Second Sense, part of the network that we're building. Check it out and support her and subscribe there, but look at this.
In 2023, U.S. gun violence data as of November 16th. Now you see those. The first one there is 16,579 deaths, right? Well, they also tweeted this. With 45 days left in the year, there have been approximately 16,500 plus gun deaths and approximately 21,100 plus people unaliving themselves in 2023, right? Well, me studying the Gun Violence Archive along with Braden at Langley Outdoors Academy, we dove into the 7-year review. You see their deaths. You see that first category and over at 2022. You see where it is 20,200. 20,000 and 16,000 are a little bit different than back in 2021. We have 21,000, 2019 was 19,000, and then, you know, pre-COVID was 15, 14. We're still looking at 4,000, ladies and gentlemen, for both by self and by others. And it's a 4,000 decrease, as in like less violence, less firearms, bad things going on.
Weird, and Katie did a fantastic job. Check her channel out, Stone Second Sense. It's linked right down there. Now, this is the interesting thing about this. If you're at 16,000 now, and the pre-high was 20,000, as she mentioned, that's 4,000 reduction. That's around a 25% reduction in what they would call gun violence year over year. But you haven't heard them talking about that, which is so odd. You would think that they would be celebrating the idea that their main point to reduce any type of gun violence was working to the tune of 25% year over year, and yet you haven't heard a peep. There's only more calls for gun control. Meanwhile, there's been no gun control implemented nationally, and there's been more guns purchased ever than in history recently, and we have 28 states as constitutional carry right now. It's weird how the gun rights movement has picked up steam, and we saw a 25% decline. The gun control has not gone anywhere, and yet we still see a 25% decline in their own numbers. Now let's freeze frame this for a second, because I want to show you something, and then I got my own Excel out. As you can see here, this is from the Gun Violence Archive 2023, 38,137. Again, that's around 7,000 difference from homicide to suicide, this is very depressing stuff, but we got to do it. So there's what she hit. This is a close-up of the numbers that she just brought forward. Currently, we are at 16,000. Okay, well, those are numbers equating to around the pre-COVID, 2016 to 2020. or prior, sorry, 2016 to 2019. I haven't heard gun controllers say anything about that, have you? It's weird. In fact, if you go down to a graph that I put those exact same numbers in, as you can see, it's falling off of a cliff. Almost like that hump in the middle was an interruption to the norms and lockdowns through COVID. Almost like all the things that were going on, like the mostly peaceful protests, as Tim mentioned in Second Legacy, all of the prosecutors letting out criminals across the board, almost like all those things culminated, which then made people buy more guns in response, become more defended through the Second Amendment, and then the numbers are falling across the board after states have added constitutional carry at a massive clip. Are there any questions about what happened here? We are winning this fight. We're going to continue pushing this. Make sure you check out that Libertas lifestyle merch brand that we just launched today. I'd love to see you guys on there. Let me know what you're thinking of all this in the comments field below, and hopefully I landed this plane and I will see you on the next one.